Oh, there we go. I'm doing this again because I think I don't know what happened actually. I think I accidentally changed my suit. If I didn't, it's like, oops, whatever. But yeah, I guess I picked the right ending because I'll get both trophies. Like this trophy and obviously for
Yes,
killing
I know
the
you're hungry.
slug
Be
queen,
patient. I'll feed you soon enough. Just a guest.
but
The
I'll
one I
need
told
it
you about.
to,
The inspector. Welcome. We were just
you
talking
know,
about you.
there's another thing I want to say.
I assure you, I'm in full control of my faculties.
What
I
is
know
it?
what
Oh
you've
yeah,
done.
this game is
Hijacked
going
Freetown.
off plus
Contaminated
soon,
the air we
so I
breathe with your poison.
wanna play the
You
bit
think you've saved this colony.
quite a
All you've
bit
done is
until I
rob
finish
humanity out of its
it.
last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen.
But that's not for
I beg your pardon.
around 24 days.
Oh, you're worse than those people who talk in the middle of a picture. You really couldn't let me have my moment. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness, dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Them! Merciful law! Stop!
So,
you made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive. Enjoy the golden ticket, friend!
You can handle this!
I ain't got...
Woo! Nice work!
Ludovico was eaten by a giant slug? What an absolute tragedy.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list. Is that so strange? I imagined this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Linda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different. All right, Captain. I can see there's no winning you over. Thank you for your help. I'd like to say we'll see each other again, but then I'd be lying.
Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you? Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you? During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate. I have been awaiting closure for the details of your investigation. However, I have also been keenly aware of your absence. I have a growing library of information about you: attitude, behavioral tendencies, dietary habits, sleep patterns. Cataloging human behavior is essential to maintaining my simulation protocols. Will you satisfy my curiosity subroutines and tell me who killed Halcyon Helen? Of course, Captain. I understand. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye. We arrived at Ambrose Manor.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Not stray from the path.
Do not stray from the path? This thing sounds exactly like Max. You gotta admit, that was kind of funny. This place looks kind of sad. Like it's been waiting for someone to make a home out of it.
So empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
You lucky? Huh? Apparently not. So who the devil are you? You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon. To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie.
Nice to meet you too. Wow.
Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company. A severed arm. How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop? Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man, very brooding and theatrical, always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
I could do that. The staring into space part, I mean. I'm still working on the bullet twirling thing.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now? Thank you. But the people in my orbit come and go all the time. Occupational hazard. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback. Funny that you should bring that up. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
I could get used to people offering us a job at first glance. Usually they just squint at us all suspicious-like. Or reach for a pistol.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands. I don't think he'll mind if that's your concern.
Wait, what?
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose,
Was
worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility.
in one of my
She was brilliant.
companion's
A
eyes,
top
like,
scientist in her field.
why
Until
was
tragedy
she
struck.
squinting? I think she was squinting.
Did you actually mean that, or are you being sarcastic? No matter.
Like, is she falling
One day,
asleep
Spacer's
or
Choice shut down
something?
all
Like,
research
what
and
the hell?
evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to
That was
scramble or
just
risk
weird
getting
to
left
me.
behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
see
you.
what the fuck
Ambrose
is
ladies
going
are
on
supposed
with
to be
her
resilient
eye?
to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
I guess she just freaking
Everything you can
took
imagine
a
and more.
big toke
Dereliction of
before she
duties,
freaking
circulating
came
anti-corporate
here.
memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on.
Before she left the
Mother
ship,
would
as
not
she
have
said.
allowed Project Gorgon to fail.
What the?
Something happened on that asteroid, and
No,
my
it's
family took
apparently
the fall for
a
it.
glitch.
We start where all
Can
this
I
began,
just
with Mother.
stop talking
Whatever
already?
happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal.
Yeah,
Hidden
it's
in her
like
office on
this
Gorgon,
is
in the heart of the old
why
research facility.
I'm not hardly excited for Valve or
By all means, go and
Outer
see what your
Worlds
evidence. I'm
2
certain Mother's
is
journal will
because
help a
I'm
lot.
kind
When you
of
reach
done
Gorgon,
with
pack
these
a weapon you
games.
trust. The corporate
Like
lockdown hasn't
the
stopped the wilderness from
Skyrim
swarming in
or
through the cracks.
Fallout type games. I'm just done.
I told him everything I've told you. Just the
They're
facts.
just
Maybe a couple of harmless
really
embellishments.
boring
Why?
to me.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
The Sprat Shack? Hope they don't serve real sprats. There's a Spratwurst place on the Groundbreaker.
Yeah, I don't
Tried
know.
it once.
Call me
I was
crazy.
sick for a week.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound? Finally, I get to put my inheritance to
Okay,
work.
I'm
Here's your
either
nav key,
watch
Captain. Safe travels.
YouTube, I guess. Jeez.
A word of advice
People,
before you go, Captain.
stop talking.
Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress,
Okay.
unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Hey, boss, what's our policy on getting to know our clients a little better? You think she'd appreciate some company?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. I can do this. Here goes. Miss Ambrose? Must get awful lonesome up here all by yourself. What do you do for fun? Because, if you're interested, I've got the full set of Terror on Monarch.
The last thing I need in my life is more corporate propaganda masquerading as entertainment. I think that
Yeah,
came off
I
a
know.
bit harsher than I intended. You seem very nice and very pretty, but I'm not ready to invite anyone into this mansion long term, or even short term.
Hey, no problem. I figured it was worth a shot at least.
That took a lot of guts, Felix.
Hey, thanks.
Maybe
Probably
I'm
should've written
just
down what I was gonna say
tired of
beforehand.
this
That
freaking
usually works.
formula because what Fallout is like what a 15 plus year old freaking franchise at this point, and it's like, yeah, during that time, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like, can you do something else? Sort of thing. Like, it's getting kind of boring. Yeah, I don't know. Call me crazy. It's getting kind of boring. That formula. Where do I go? Can't see. Oh,
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
like I will say, kinda sucks because it's not like these games are super bad or anything. They're just boring. Because they're like 15 plus year old games. And Phil Spencer was saying like, oh, freaking blah blah relying on like 15-year-old games, and it's like, aren't you doing the same fucking thing? So what room do you have to talk? And now you're relying on freaking 15-year-old franchises even more now because you own Bethesda now.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack.
And they
First one's on the
still
house, and I won't even
freaking
water it down.
sell
Will it be?
Skyrim and shit. And Elder
Bottoms
Scrolls.
up. I assume you're here for salvage.
And you have freaking Obsidian still doing the same old
Can't help you
shit with
there. Isn't
Fallout.
exactly a library. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers.
Sure, this is not a Fallout game, but the premise is still pretty much the same.
You're the first new face I've seen in a
So
while.
I don't know what the fuck Microsoft
Sure, I
saying.
knew him. He could get a little
I don't know.
dramatic
They're
at
so
times, but he was a good
dumb.
guy. Heard he took
But
on a dangerous
I
job.
think they
Spent a
said
lot of time
that
coming and
just
going from the office to
because the
creative incubation,
FTC
just down the road.
and that whole freaking fiasco.
Lucky fancied himself some kind of
So
hotshot
they were
fixer.
saying
Maybe talked a big
anything
game. All
to
bullshit, of course.
try to
Awful
win the
shame to hear what
battle
happened to him.
with Activision.
Third floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I
And
left his
people
room
are
unlocked to air it
saying,
out.
like,
Can't
oh,
help you search anything you left
PlayStation's
behind.
hypocritical,
Fair
but
warning, I've been letting the
I
regulars
don't know.
use it for
Look at
my bed.
Microsoft.
Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
They were saying some really dumb
poison.
shit. Like, they had so many less exclusives. And would it hurt if Microsoft had one more exclusive? It's like, are you fucking serious? Freaking Activision isn't that small.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could...
Where you would only have one more exclusive. Where's code for lock? I don't know that code. What do I do? Oh, there was a prompt. I saw it. Oh.
So, how you feeling?
Like my friend said that, and it's like, I really starting to think it's true. Xbox is just there to fuck everything up. And I really do think that. Obviously, I would want competition, but yeah, Microsoft isn't a good competitor. They were. Then I don't know what the fuck happened. But prices for everything went up, so yeah, they're not doing so well. Then it's like, okay, cool.
Are you Sorry? I've been sent to meet a certain someone about a certain
Now you're just screwing
to
up.
use a secret code for this.
But yeah, that was what who go to PlayStation fans have a change of heart. It's like, no, I really don't think so. I think they just are saying, I think they're just excited for the Xbox showcase because they want to make content. Like if, yeah, they were, freaking like, if they watch a showcase with their arms crossed, then stone faced all the time, it's like, that's kind of a waste of a video, but I guess whatever.
This place don't look entirely safe.
But it's not like you couldn't make that good, because what I mean is what you could have done was just play another game while the conference was going on. And now I did exactly that. But obviously I didn't do like split screen. I just freaking muted it, and yeah, maybe it shouldn't have, because it's the same with yeah, because I think they would have copyright strike the video just because it has the Xbox conference. Because that's one thing that's okay. But whatever. It wasn't very good to begin with. It's like the games they showed off weren't that bad. It's just that they insisted on wasting your fucking time. Because I'll forever say that. Like, if you want to freaking watch an interview, go ahead. But forcing people to when they don't want to is just stupid. And just because you, I'm just guessing, and just because you don't watch the interview of a game doesn't mean for some weird reason you hate games. It just means you have other things to do. It's like you don't wanna spend all day watching this one thing. You'd rather watch something else, and that makes sense. But I guess Xbox doesn't care, so that's why like Sony State of Play is because like they show stuff and it's over so quick, and it's like I understand. It's like, maybe to some people it's like, oh, blah blah, there was no freaking whatever, but hype or whatever, but yeah, the freaking Frizz is just a waste of time, but it's just Xbox fans. Because, I forget where I read, where I heard that, like, probably a YouTube video, or maybe Twitter, I really don't remember, where a guy said, like, Xbox fans are easily impressed, and I think that's true, but I also think they're super easily impressed. Because I remember, like, all that about, Xbox before the before, what is it? All the Xbox series came out or was announced, and like there was Xbox hate on it because obviously they weren't really doing much. And then all of a sudden they showed off Hellblade 2 and it's like everything's forgiven. They're great now. It's like, what? Just for one fucking game? Okay there. And they're doing the same thing now. And it's just so fucking weird to me.
Looks like we're doing this.
Whoa. Yeah. Like obviously now it's not only one game, it's 4 games, but seriously? 4 games? And you're like, oh, they're great now. It's like, okay. Obviously, obviously they released other stuff since last year to the freaking this Xbox Direct. I understand that. But even the last Direct was kind of garbage. So it's like, I really don't understand people. But I guess Xbox is a big talking point because it's like they're just a wild card. And it's like, I understand that because it's like, we all know what Sony's doing. It's like, yeah, they canceled a bunch of live service games and yeah, that's it. Well, Microsoft still has cards on the table. It seems.
Initiating ocular measurement.
So it's like, I understand, but I don't at the same time, which
Measurement
is
complete.
so
Ocular
weird.
identification complete. Welcome, Clarence Mostly. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of Creative Incubation.
Because what it means is like, Yeah, if you can afford obviously I would think a PC would be the way to go over an Xbox, but that's just me. So if you could afford to get a PC and a PS5, it's like, go for it. Plus PlayStation Plus Extra and Game Pass, it's like, go for it. But I just don't understand the point. Because you're spending all this money and it's like, why? But it's like, I guess that will make your channel go around. So obviously, I get that part too. But for like normal consumers, only one console is good enough. It's more than good. It's just these fanboy channels have more, like, a lot more money than the standard, I mean, the average Joe. So it's like, yeah, they could afford having more than one console. I'm not saying that nobody else could unless you're a YouTuber, but it's like, again, that's what makes your channel go around is freaking gaming, and it's like, of course you are gonna wanna play every single game.
Oh, you got that?
But as well, freaking Microsoft put them in the position, themselves in the position that they have to put their games on other platforms because they're doing Game Pass, offering games for like less than freaking half off because it's 25 for Game Pass, I think. And it's like, yeah, that's less than half of a new game. So yeah, they put themselves into this position. They need to do that. To put their games on other platforms. Well, Sony doesn't. Obviously, they still want to because freaking money. I don't think Sony doesn't have to at all because I think they still do, but they're in a position where they don't have to put it out right away. because yeah, they're waiting. And yeah, I think they have the luxury to do that. Well, Microsoft doesn't have that luxury. It's like I understand they did that, where it's like they uh, did the standard tier, whereas like games don't go to standard day one, but it's like I think the damage has already been done.
Looks like we're doing this.
Where Xbox people just, or Xbox fans just really expect uh, their games on Game Pass, their exclusives. And yeah, that's why I say Microsoft shot themselves in the foot. Because with standard, it's like they expect to get more money because like it's how much, like $20 for standard, and they on top of that they're expecting to get sales for their exclusives, and that's would be way more profitable for them. And they have freaking PC Game Pass. I don't know why they didn't do that. I think they will, where it's like eventually freaking first party games won't come to PC Game Pass day one. But who the hell knows? Or they freaking announce a more expensive tier. But who knows what they're gonna do? It's just that they don't want to uh, piss off PC gamers like Sony did with the PSN, because yeah, I don't know. I think even Xbox knows that. It's like PC players are just a bunch of crybabies, and it's like like that's their fastest growing market, so they don't want to mess that up. But I think when they grow big enough, yeah, then they'll freaking get arrogant. Like all companies seem to do, weirdly, get freaking arrogant. But the same, I'll just stop here though.